Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Mississippi Girl Life. So welcome back for another vlog. Okay, so in the previous vlog y'all saw where we got the one-time EBT for back to school. Some North Carolina do, I think other states doing it too, but where you get $120 EBT per kid, per school age kid. So I have 2 kids now that are in school or whatnot, and in that vlog I had said, you know, yeah, I did good, but when I went back and looked at everything, y'all, yes, it's good, but these prices is going up, more and more and more. And my thing is, so many people is not paying attention to it. Like, it's so easy to just get caught up with everything and don't pay attention to it. So I'm like, you know what, I really gotta get back and step my game up, because I haven't let my guard down or anything. You know, I'm still prepping, but been dealing with so much stuff. Now the kids are back in school, that's a lot of stuff I don't have to deal with, you know, far as getting ready for them to start back and all that type of stuff. So I'm like, okay, so looking at the prepper pantry and all that, I'm like, okay, so we've been using off this, and a lot of y'all be saying, you know what, I stock up, and then that stuff is just sitting there. Use your stuff, but continue to stock up. That's the whole point. So I've been doing that. So I lost 1 chicken. Hadn't lost a chicken in a long time. Lost 1 the other day. Not sure what happened to it, and then I turned around and lost 1 quail. So I had been, if y'all saw one of the other vlogs where I went to Tractor Supply and they had chickens, and y'all, it's late over in the year for them to be having chickens. So today I said, you know what, I may want to go ahead and do what my gut been telling me to do, and that is see if they got some left. So I called, and it's the Tractor Supply in Richlands, and they said, yeah, we have some. And she said she had some what was it, California whites, and they have them in the back because they weren't supposed to get those chickens. And she said they selling them for $4.99. They don't know if they male, female, or anything like that. So I said, okay, then I'm gonna take my chances on getting just a few of them while they babies, because I still have about 17 that's lamb, because my other girls just came into lamb, and I'll deal with getting more quails later. But I said, while it's kind of warm still, well, it's warm. So let me just go ahead and say this. Today is August 20th, 2025, and we're getting tropical storm Aaron, okay, on this day. So that's why you're hearing a lot of rain and stuff, because it just started getting down. Now we supposed to be just getting a little wind, because where we are coastal in Jacksonville, it's just missing us and going more towards Cape Hatteras. So, but it looks like it's more than what they said we was gonna get. We weren't supposed to get no rain, just a little bit of wind, but it's pouring down right now. So I hope y'all can hear me. But anywho, I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple more. That way, by springtime, they should be getting ready to lay. They'll be laying probably before then. Yeah, before then. But the thing is, I ain't gotta deal with no baby chickens in the winter time when it's cold, okay? Y'all, it is getting it. Look at the sky. I said, well, let me just go ahead and look. And now it ain't raining right here. I stopped because I wanted to make sure y'all can hear me, because back there it's raining hard. Now y'all saw that it was raining, and then just bloop, no more rain. So yeah, but yeah, that's what it is. Tropical storm. Well, it's actually Hurricane Aaron. Okay, we're getting tropical storm weather from it, okay, because it's going to stay out in the ocean. It's not a direct hit, but it is going to bring a lot of wind and rain to us on the coastal parts of North Carolina. So we lucky that it just missed where we're located on the coast, and it's like little up for Cape Hatteras is where they'll get more of the wind, like 50 miles per hour. I think we're gonna get like 30 miles per hour, but they got us on a tropical storm watch. So that's what the weather is looking like right now. Alright, so back to what I was saying. Now that it's not raining, it looks like we're finna come into a little bit more rain. So let me just go ahead and say this. I don't have to deal with baby chickens trying to keep them warm and stuff in the middle of winter. So I think it's best now, because normally by May they are done with having chickens, and we are in the middle of August, okay, and they got chickens. So that's kind of like, in my mind, kind of like trying to tell me something, okay? Like, look, you better get them because you're gonna need them, okay? And I enjoy not having to buy eggs and stuff like that. And you know, you may have to butcher them or whatever the case may be for meat. So you gotta look at that too. So yeah, so gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna go get some more. I want some of the California whites. My only thing is they don't know if they are pullets or if they just sell them as a straight run. And I don't want no roosters, okay? I don't want no roosters. So I'll just see once we get here what the deal is for the other ones that they have. But the California whites is a mix between the gray something males and the white leghorns, and I love white leghorns, okay? So white leghorns, they really lay, but these are docile temperate, so that is a plus. And they do have a high egg production, the California whites, and I think mainly it's because they have that white leghorn in them. Leghorns are some egg laying machines, okay? Okay, y'all, so we are in Richlands, and I see something that Oronde, get out of the way, directly in front of the thing. Just scooting here. What's that? Oh, it's all rusted. They wouldn't discount that because it's rusted.
So you gonna have it rusted?
Well, I didn't want to buy it rusted. Look at this, y'all. I was looking at this. I would be looking at stuff. This is for hunters or whatnot, but shoot, I could turn that into a let me see, what? That one is more square than this one. I could turn that into a little home, y'all. Look at it. Okay, let's see. Go in. Oh yes. I could turn this into a little home. It got little windows. Oh yeah. Look, the way everything going on, y'all, we never know what we may have to turn into a home. Look at this. It's nice. It's GoMuddy.com. Shoot. That's nice. Huh? It's insulated. Y'all want to do me a I can't say GoFundMe. Y'all can set me up something. They $2,299. Don't all y'all speak at once now. Y'all put it all together and get MGL one of these. Give me one of these. Huh? Yeah, that one more. Yeah, probably because of the shape of it or whatnot.
A little bigger.
Yeah. But y'all, that's the way they look.
Sitting over, relax, and wait for dinner.
Yep, I sit there right on some land somewhere, sit up in and relax. He said, wait for deer to come by. Look at this. If I was back home, shoot, yeah, and had like some land, take it and put it on my family land, and that would be perfect. That would be perfect. I mean, look at that though. Call home and tell my people, like, look, y'all need to get the tractor supply and get a couple of these and put it on the land now. That's nice though, y'all. That's nice. I always be looking. It may be used for a deer, but it's insulated and stuff. That's what I'm talking about right there. We gotta do what we gotta do, okay? We gotta do what we gotta do. Use our resources. All right, y'all. So going back here, sending me to where the double book doors is, because like I say, these chickens, she said they wasn't even supposed to get or whatnot. But the only thing about it is I don't want to be caught with a lot of roosters, okay? Because that's what happens when they don't know if they pullets or whatnot. Let me look and see what they got in here. Blue Jersey Giants, Saffron Jam, Buff Overtons, Black Australorp. See, I really don't want none of them because they don't last too long. But I know if I can get some of the ones I know, especially the ones with those what is it, the leghorns. So let me see, she told me to just come here and wait and they'll get somebody. So okay y'all, so we are back here in the back and these are the ones that they have. And I know the whites, I don't know what they are. I'm about to take my chances. This will be a fun little journey though. But I want to make sure that I have some females. Okay, there we go. You ain't gonna be, you know how many black chickens that you trying to put it in Google image? What they say, black ocelots or a similar dark feather breed, black Americanas. Yeah, so we'll see.
The California whites, those are a guess. Same thing with the black astrolorps. I think that's
okay.
Same thing. That's a hard guess.
All right.
I can say they're black sex length and then they grow up to be astrolorps.
Okay, you don't know. Yes. But the California whites, we know they California whites. We just don't know the sex of them. Or she don't know if they California whites. I think she had told me California whites.
Yes, ma'am. That California white, that was a guess as well.
That was a guess. Oh, that's a guess. Yes, oh, you think they may be California whites?
Yes, ma'am. These shipment of chicks right here came in with ducks. These chickens were not supposed to come in.
Oh.
So, yeah, nobody knows what they are.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is something else, right?
Unfortunately so.
Okay, well, I'm going to try my luck with getting 6 of the whites.
All right.
And I'm going to try to see if I can try to pick out which ones I may look like they got some feminine. Yes, sir. Let's see. Yeah, he said yes ma'am and bust out laughing. I said yes sir. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Cause yeah. So I thought she knew for sure that they was California whites. That's their guess. So do California, oh that's it. Do California whites have black on their back? Okay. Orpington chickens. Okay, the image show is an Orpington or Americano by the fluffy appearance and context. Oh, with the black. Oh, I'm gonna try to get the plain white ones then, not the ones with the black. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just get the plain white ones and just hope for the best. It would be nice if they were just the plain white one. Okay.
Show me your face.
Buff Orpington based on fluffy gold yellow. Oh man, and I really don't want no Orpington. So now I'm just, let me see y'all. All right, y'all. So we trying to test these to see what is what. So the associate said it's not 100%, not 100%, but if you hang them upside down and you try to hold on, it could be a male, but if it do that, it may be a female. And we hope they are females, but we know that it could still be a 70, we're gonna say 70% chance, because we're not sure. Okay, but it was slow to do that. It was kind of like, wait, should I know? How many do I have? 5?
Yes, ma'am. You do have 5.
Okay, I'll probably just get those. I'll just get those. No.
That's say you have to get 6.
Oh, you gotta get 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, nah. He didn't know which way he wanted to do. Oh, they're picking. Okay, what you finna do?
There you go.
Okay, we'll just get it. Hopefully, these are girls.
Yes, ma'am.
If not, I know what to do with the boys. All right, y'all. So we got 6 of them. Oh my goodness, the black ones are so cute. So you see that one? I hope he, yeah, get off from him. Get off from him. He gonna lay there and just let him do it too. He or she.
I got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon'
Okay, y'all, so I'm about to go in Food Line. So today was the 3rd day of school for the kids. But if y'all saw the vlog before this one, there was some things I didn't get at Walmart. Just a couple of items. And I'm gonna come up in Food Line and go ahead and get those, okay? Alright y'all, so y'all know that when I was at Walmart, oh, they done got smaller. This is not, that's why they 99 cents. This is not the size of the pizzas we had. I say growing up, but I mean, I know things can change, times and change. Things are so expensive. Look at this. That's the size of them now. Like, what? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. These, and then these Totinos or something like that, these are 2 for $4. But oh my goodness, that's not a piece. That's so small. These right here was about the size of the pizzas growing up. Like, these was about the size of them now, but they was a different brand. And then they got, oh no, and then these, it's bigger, a little bigger. Okay, and look at this, y'all. $5.99. I'm not buying it, but that's a Cheez-It pizza. Like the Cheez-It crackers, Italian 4 cheese. Oh my goodness, they making everything now, everything. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna compare the ones at the house, see how big these is. But I got 5 of the pepperoni, and then I saw this right here, barbecue recipe. Is white meat chicken with mozzarella and cheddar cheese, blend red onions and cilantro over barbecue sauce. So I had 2 of those, and then I got, Lord have mercy, I'm glad I wasn't no for that would. And then I got 5 of the combination pizzas. That's scared. That's scared. How did they fall? Okay, all right. So now Rhonda just put 2 of these cherry cokes in here because they are buy one get one free. All right, y'all. All right, y'all, so remember at Walmart I was looking for this garlic and herb. I wanted to try this Kerrygold. Food Line has it, so I'm gonna grab this one, and just for it I'm gonna grab, just to see how it tastes, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this cinnamon one because I got plans for it. So yeah, okay y'all, so look right here. Y'all remember when butter used to come in packs like this? This Amish country rolled butter. Y'all remember? That's the way our butter used to come. It wasn't long like this. It was like a square. And it used to come like in the paper like that. Man, and I bet you if I go back home, I could find butter just like that. Alright, y'all, so I am going to get some of these little ice cream things. So I'm gonna get the strawberry and chocolate sundaes, and then I'm gonna get a thing of this sherbet. Okay, y'all, so I am back home. As you can see, I already started putting on gloves, but I got the chicks. So like I said, I got probably about 17. Y'all know the whole thing with that or whatnot. So and I should have about 12 quails or something like that in all. So I'm adding 6 chickens, and because I hadn't lost no chickens in a while, like I was telling y'all, I lost 1 chicken just out the blue the other day. That happens. But what I like to do is, and what I've learned over years of dealing with this, is I'll buy chickens small now. I'm at the thing where I buy them small, like a small amount is what I'm saying. And that way, by the time they grow up, when if I lose a chicken, that's fine. So my I think it's my cream leg bars, they done start laying. That was the second batch that was out there that I bought, like I think 7 of those or something like that. So they done start laying. So, you know, after the attack with the other chicks or whatnot, I had about 9 of them left or whatnot. So I gotta count and see how many girls out there, but they laying, they producing and all that. So getting 6 more now just makes sense to me, because I don't want to have to deal with keeping baby chicks in my garage in the winter months to keep them warm. They can't go out for 6 weeks and all that stuff. I'd rather let them stay in my garage for about 2 weeks, and if we heat when we heat back up, because next week, y'all, we supposed to be 40-degree weather. What? Yes, 40 some degree weather just out the blue. That's what they forecasting. So when we heat back up to get back like in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, they can go outside. They don't have to be in my garage for 6 weeks. But if this the winter months, then I have to keep them warm and under a heat lamp. So I'm gonna put them on a heat lamp now and let them stay in my garage a couple days or whatnot. It's only 6, so I shouldn't have to change no brooder too much or whatnot. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. It won't be no problem, no thing. I'm not putting them up on no table or nothing like I used to, none of that. I'm putting them on the floor because it's not winter. My garage is not cold, so I don't need to put them up on no table or nothing. So this just makes sense. Girl, go and get you 6 more or however many you want, and that way when winter comes, they'll be old enough to be able to take the cold. You know, of course you're gonna have them in a with a heat lamp and stuff like that. Y'all know how I do. But it's just that I won't have to worry about them being baby. So it makes sense to always have me a new rotation of chickens, because the first ones you have, you know, they getting older and stuff, and then chickens they just, you know, you go out there and you done lost one or something. So that's just is what it is. So that's why I went on and got 6 more, and I will not be getting any more no time soon. You see the big gap it was. I think the ones I got out there, I got them last June or last summer. I had got the cream label last summer. So was it last summer? Let me see. Or was it oh no, it might have been earlier in the springtime, because like I said, yeah, earlier in the springtime, because they are just starting to lay. So yeah, that makes sense. Earlier in the springtime is when I got them. So now I got these, so I won't get probably about 6. God say the same next summer when they come back around next spring or whatnot. I may get about 6 more, okay, depending on how these do. And I'm also particular about the chickens that I get. I don't want to get show chickens. I used to do that and stuff, and they just don't last long. They don't tolerate cold. They don't tolerate heat as much. So I'm very particular about what chickens, because it's all about the eggs and the meat production. If you have to use them, and if they're not a meat bird, you still want a chicken that can still produce enough meat for you and your family or whatnot. But if not that, just literally are good egg layers, and that's what I go by. Alright, y'all, so I'm about to get this brooder together. I'm in my kitchen, so I just said I'm gonna do it in here, because with that garage up, mosquitoes. And then I don't have that much room in my garage right now because we was doing some stuff on my car, so we was doing it in the garage because those mosquitoes is out. So my car is in my garage we're in the garage right now. So yeah, so that's another reason why I'm not doing it in the garage, because of the space. Okay, so it's fine to do it in here. All right. So I'm just putting shavings in here. Okay. All right. And then I am going to sprinkle some, this is barn line that we pulled out. Food grade diatomaceous earth. I do this for all my chicks. I even put this in my coops because you don't know where they come from. They came from Tractor Supply, but you don't know if they have any mites and stuff, and I don't want my chickens to have no mites and all that. So these are the little cuties. So I'm about to go ahead and put them off in here. Too cute. They are warm still. They're not acting cold. Alright, so I have them in here. I love my little brooders that I made. I got videos on my little brooders. If you type in Mississippi Girl Life and brooder setup, you will see how I made these. Very simple. Okay, so I'm finna go and take this to the garage. Like I said, I'm just gonna have them sitting. And then I'm gonna get their food and water ready. And that way I can put it in there, because if I put it in there right now, it's gonna be wobbling everywhere and wasting. Alright y'all, so I have them set up in my garage. I have my heat lamp that I have up here, and I have it much higher because you can't overheat baby chickens. If you want to have them in some type of enclosed thing, you got to make sure they have a cool down area, okay, or they ain't gonna make it. All right, you gotta let them be able to go over and cool down. So by me having the heat lamp this far up, it still keeps them warm and they don't overheat. Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so I'm gonna take this top off, and you will know if your chickens are huddling, that means they cold. Okay, if they are running around loose, that means they are nice and warm and toasty. They not too hot and all that. So I already put their food in cute little feeder. Okay, so I'm about to set their food off up in here, and I'm gonna put their food and water on one side, which is gonna be I'll put it right here. Nope, I'm gonna put it over here so it's not directly under the heat lamp. There we go. Nope, I'm gonna put it over here. Put it over here because I want them to be able to cool down, not have to, you know, what my thing? I always put the food and the water under the heat lamp anyway. In my mind, it keeps it warm. because these are frazzled chicks, okay? So I got the water in there like that. I'm gonna move their food over here, just about right there, okay? And that should be good, because I have one more thing to put in here for them, and that is a little perch, okay? So they may want to perch up. This is for baby chicks, okay? So I'm gonna put this little perch in here, and we shall see what they do, if they use it. I see one looking at it now like, what? Like, we didn't have this in that thing, you know? There we go. So let me show y'all. Alright, y'all, so I have it all set. So I got this heat lamp where it's over here more, so it ain't making the containers hot or whatnot. So yeah, so I have it over here like that, and then, you know, this is far enough where they will not overheat or anything. It's far enough up, that's why I have it like that. And then I can adjust this clothes rack thing is what I use, and I put the I zip tie the light to it. I can bring it up some if I feel like they getting too hot or whatnot. I can bring it up some, and that'll, you know, help or keep them from getting too hot. But yeah, they are, I got the plastic thing for the water, so it'll raise it up a little bit so they don't kick the shavings in it or whatnot. And then they got the feeder right here, little cute little feeders I had. So so yeah, so they are all good. This one right here sleeping. Get up. But that's what they do. They are babies, so they are all nice and cozy.